Thank you for watching Edupedia World videos. In this session of MySQL, we will learn about how to insert in the rows. So without further ado, let us see within the application. Alright, let us start by creating a new table as directors. Now, at this point we do not know which database we are in. So if there are situations where you do not know which database you are working in, or if there are situations where you want to create something in another database, this simple thing can help you. You just type in create table, name of the database, dot the table name, we create directors as our table, and next table will be movies. So we open the parenthesis, give the primary key or the parent key. Primary key is the key that is important for us in the table, and we will keep it as not null. So I want it to be integer, I want it to be not null. You cannot leave it blank here. I want it to be auto incremental. Okay, I give comma, I give first name, I want it varchar, and the length shall be 100, and it can be null, no problem in it. Second is the last name, then varchar. I hope that you are typing with me just to save time and to speed up your learning of MySQL, and in otherwise it will also help you to increase your typing speed and understanding of MySQL. Alright, so last we give primary key as director ID, I close the parenthesis and the last parenthesis. Alright, so it says query OK, 0 rows affected. Let us create the second. So we create another table in our Edupedia database dot movies. Right, we give movie ID, we want it to be integer, we want it to be not null, you cannot leave it blank, auto increment. Alright, so we give title as varchar, it can be null. Then we give release year as no space, so we'll give integer, and this can be null. Alright, then we'll give ratings as varchar 5. Alright, then we declare our primary key as movie ID, close it, and there you go. Alright, so let us give show tables here. No database selected, so maybe we use Edupedia. Now it will counter check that whether it has been created within Edupedia or not. Use Edupedia. Alright, now show tables. There it is. So you remember that in last session we created a table called teachers. Now we have directors and movies. Alright, so we say show columns in movies. Show columns in movies. There it is. We have movie ID, title, release year, rating, and their type. Is it null? What is the primary key? And extra things about auto incremental. Alright, let us see columns in directors. Show columns in directors. So there it is. We have director ID as primary key, auto incremental, it cannot be null, and first name, last name. So now that we have two tables here, that is called movies and directors, so we want to insert in the rows here. So let us start inserting in the rows. Alright, so I want to insert into the director table. We can simply type insert into. Now which table you want to insert in, you type directors. So what are the fields that you want to insert the data? Give those fields. First name, comma, space, last name. You close the parenthesis, give space. Now what I want to do is insert into the directors table in the fields of first name, last name as. So I want to give the values here. Values starting with the first name, I give a single quote as Stephen. I close it, comma, space, I again give a single quote, and then I close it. Alright, so what I am doing, I am inserting data into directors table in their fields of first name, last name, values as Steven Spielberg. So Steven is the first name and Spielberg is the last name. Alright, it says query OK, one row affected. Alright, so if you want to see the data within the tables, what we can do is give a simple query as select star from. Now star means that you want to select everything, all. So you are selecting select all, that is star from directors. So here it is, you can see that the director ID, the first entry, so it has automatically given me the ID as 1, first name as Steven, second name or the last name as Spielberg. Alright, so we have seen that how we can insert data into a row, but what if we want to insert into, say, multiple rows at the same time? So this thing we will see in the coming session where we will insert values into multiple rows but in the same header as first name and last name. I hope that you have enjoyed this session.